Hey guys, Loch SNES Monster here, back with another episode. So this is going to be a What I Forgot to Show You pickup episode. So this is all stuff for whatever reason I never got around to showing you. Whether it was just stuff that got packed away too early, things that didn't make it to a video, some stuff got cut out. And it's just a whole bunch of games, stuff that would go in the game room and movies that for whatever reason, I didn't get a chance to show you. So in no particular order, here they are, and I'm going to try and, if I remember how much I spent on them, where I got them, when I got them, I'll let you know too on this episode. Okay, the first two things I want to show you are all the way back from Montreal Comic Con in the end of July, maybe even June. I put these up on shelves. You may have seen them in the room tour kind of update videos, but for whatever reason, I just never got to show you. So the first one is from Nika, and these are, you may have seen them, the Jason, the Xenomorph, anything that came out during the NES era. This company reproduces them into 8-inch figures, 7-inch figures. So this is the Rambo, and I picked them up for $25. The Contra guy was there, Jason was there, but those were a little more expensive. You can even see on this side, this is what the text box would look like in the game, and this is the Rambo. It comes with a knife that can be stored in his sheath. It says strike fear with your bow and arrows, which looks like it's actually being able to be drawn back. Comes with a bazooka and a handgun. And again, this is the action figure from the Rambo NES games. It's also co-produced by Real Toys. Really cool item. I'm probably going to display it open on the shelves. I'll never take him out to actually play with, but this was really cool. And despite some of the bad reviews or weird gameplay, I really liked Rambo on the NES. Next item I spent a couple of bucks on. I think this was $35 or $40, and I walked by this sucker about 5 or 6 times. Again, it's from that Nika, I'm not sure about the pronunciation, it's N-E-C-A. This is the glow-in-the-dark replica mask of Jason from the Friday the 13th, again from the NES game. It's blue because that was the color. Remember, he was in that purple jumper, and this has got some good weight to it. It's got the right size. This would fit on my face, but again, it's packaged in a certain way that once it's open, it's out of its package forever. I may open this, rock this for, a Halloween one time, but this is really cool. This is gonna go prominently on the shelf. This is something that I'm happy to have and I didn't have to break the bank over. Strangely enough, my brother had stopped by just before I started to record, and he gave me extras. He was cleaning out his game room, making room to put the Christmas presents away for. So this is just a, I guess like a drinking cup. It's marked off 5, 10, and 12 ounces. This is Z Island, and you can check these guys out at zisland.com. They're Montreal based, and they make a fantastic zombie comic. It's in black and white, and it's all about being on the island of Montreal. So, this will probably get displayed. It may get a little whiskey poured in it during the holiday. And he also gave me a sticker. This was part of their promotion. Just a regular sticker, and you can see there's a lot of bike couriers. There's a lot of bikes that you can rent on the island of Montreal, so a lot of the weaponry is based on bicycle parts, whether it be bow and arrows, axes, bike chain wheels being launched. It's pretty cool. If you're into zombies comics, I highly suggest they check these guys out. It's worth at least an online read. I myself have, I think the first 3 issues. I'm not sure, don't quote me, but I think they're up to 7 or 8 issues now. Flea market find that I never got to show you guys. I picked these up in the beginning of the summer, and they were $1 each for these collectors. This is something that you would see in an American dollar store, and unfortunately with the high price of the exchange rate right now, I haven't been there in a while, but like I said, I grabbed these for $1 each. So this is a 10-pack, and it's just simply titled Horror, but it's featuring Jack Nicholson, Barbara Steele, Bela Lugosi, John Hudson. There's a lot of great 70s, 80s, 60s horror names. 10 movies: Little Shop of Horrors, The Brain Machine, Atomic Age Vampire, Bloodlust, Nightmare Castle, White Zombie. Keeping up with this, another 10-pack, and this is Fright Night. So this one includes the Ape Man, the Bat, the Bowery at Midnight, the Devil Bats, the Ghost Walks, and more. So again, just like these covers, $10. Most of them are in black and white, but still really cool. And the last one is a 20-pack called Beyond the Grave. with this gruesome motherfucker looking at you. This one has, just to name a few, King of the Zombies, The Long Hair of Death, The Night Evelyn Came Out of Her Grave, Katie's Curse, Crypt of the Living Vampires, The Head, The Ghost, House of the Living Zombies, House of the Dead. So this is just horror packed. They're still sealed just because I put them away, but I am going to tear these open. I've got 2 weeks off for Christmas starting next Friday. I'm going to go through some of these, mostly black and white, but you know, like, that's a great hangover day, like hungover Sunday, especially if it's cold and snowy out. You watch a whole bunch of black and white horror movies, order pizza. It's going to be fan-fucking-tastic. Showing a little amiibo love. If you noticed in the last 2 Game Room updates, and if you missed them, right down there in the description if you want to check them out. My amiibos aren't displayed just because I don't have shelves up. Right now, sadly, they're all tucked away safely in a big plastic storage bin. I just ran into Fox McCloud and he was only $12. If you live in Canada, you know amiibos are usually $15, $16, but I was lucky to find Fox McCloud. I picked him up for $12 at the Videotron. He's gonna go on a shelf eventually, but for now he's gonna have to be tucked away in a plastic crypt. You know, I love the dollar store. I originally went in to pick up some cheap Christmas decorations. If you remember way back in April, we had a roof leak and I hadn't noticed all the Halloween decorations, all the Christmas stuff, a bunch of hockey equipment, my golf clubs, everything got ruined by water, everything got molded over. So, long story short, I went to the dollar store, looked for Christmas decorations. I always check their game bins, and they had some decent PS3 stuff in there. So everything is $3. You know, there's that price hike again because of the weak Canadian dollar. But for $3, I got Michael Jackson The Experience. You know, I'm an MJ fan. I'm actually gonna try this. I like the music. Homefront, something that I traded in back in the day. You know, decent third-person. Oh, is it first-person shooter? You know, it's like Japan or Russia, somebody's occupying the states, and you know, it's a decent shooter, and for $3 I picked it back up. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is in the dollar store now, $3, and this was a really great game, you know, like one of the better Assassin's Creeds. I'm gonna go through this again on the PS3 eventually. And last, MLB The Show 07. I picked this up because I'm gonna put it with a PS3 that I need to sell, and I need some filler titles to say, you know, like PlayStation 3, One Paddle, 5 or 6 games for sale. I'm gonna try and get like $60 or $70 out of it because I picked up a PS3 pretty cheaply in the summer. So, you know, I'm not gonna rip anyone off, but I do want to make a couple of bucks on the side. Those were dollar store pickups. Now again, guys, this is stuff that I forgot to show you. So this stuff I think I picked up right before Halloween. This was the end of October. We had like a little bit of a heat wave going to, you know, close to the point where you would be wearing shorts. So there was one last yard sale. I wound up hitting it up, and this was during the whole shitty time, so I wasn't really actively looking for games, but I happened to pass a yard sale and I said, screw it, I'll stop. So I found, without the wires, 2 more PlayStation Minis, the smaller version. So if you're counting, that's 5 I've picked up in the last year. These, if I can find the wires cheap, I'm gonna try and sell them for, you know, like $20, $25. I don't know what else I would do with them, but I picked them up, $5 each. They were both in a bin. I picked up this stuffed Mario. He's gonna go on a shelf too. I picked them up for $1. And then I found 2 Resident Evil novels. And interesting story to go along with these 2. The first one really sticks to the original game, you know, in the mansion. The second one starts to trail off a little bit. This is talking about a cove. They find like another umbrella safe house or something. But when I first started getting into teaching, I was working with 2 boys with muscular dystrophy, and you know, God love them, God rest. I miss those guys all the time. But we went through like all 6 or 7 of these novels, and just seeing them again, I had to pick them up. It's got that good feeling. It reminds me of the 2 guys. These are gonna have a good spot in my library, and I am gonna read the first one again. You know, I miss those guys thinking about it. Anyway, that's the stuff that I found at yard sales. On the Facebook yard sales, I checked this. I used to check every day, especially in the summer. I know it was kind of like an addiction, but I did find a lot of cool stuff. Haven't been looking too actively, but I did see a few things that caught my eye. So this first pack of See, even that now, one must be misplaced, but I found 4 GameCube games, all of them for $7. So the title that made me pick it up for $7, and this is well worth the $7 that I paid for it, was Mario Party 7. I have the mic somewhere in a storage bin, so I'll be able to play this. This is a, you know, a more sought-after title on the GameCube. And then the obvious throw-ins, Star Wars Lego and Harry Potter Quidditch, all for the GameCube. There was one more game, you know, obviously it wasn't a great title, it was thrown in again. I picked it up for the Mario Party 7, but I picked up those games. Videotron pickups, like I mentioned, I've got extra systems, consoles that I need to sell, and I'm selling a Nintendo, so I had to pick up another controller. $5.99 from Videotron. You know, like $5-6 for old school controllers. They always break, you always need them, and I'm pairing this with a system, so I grabbed this. And also, I picked this up in there cheap, and I got it for $3. This is Shane from The Walking Dead, who was, you know, a really great character. He got killed off. Obviously, he's doing other movies. There's a reason that he got killed off. I guess it took a little longer for him to get his movie legs under him, but he's been in Fury, he's been in something else. He's going to be the new Punisher. I would have really liked to see his character in the season that we're in now for The Walking Dead. He would probably be like a lot stronger character. It would have been nice to see him, you know, last longer. I know he got killed in the first or second comic, but still it would have been cool to see Shane's character last, and pretty cool. I think he was part of the first series that came with the Well Zombie, Rick Grimes, and the RV Zombie, oh, and the Bicycle Zombie. Nice little collectible there. And last, I won DeeDave's 300 subscriber contest early in the summer, and this got sent to me, this package got sent to me in September. So it was a long wait, but you know, like, I won and it was free, so who am I to complain about how long it took? Now, the thing to take away from this is DeeDave's channel is fantastic. These guys are funny as hell. I love watching them all the time, and they're pretty good about having at least one video come out a week, whether it's dumpster dives, D goes look for amiibos, or, you know, they just do something silly like eating the pizza and all kinds of crazy crap, the black hamburger. Anyway, so they sent me this package in September. They sent me a couple of games, and there was a note inside, and I read. So it says, "Dear Loch SNES Monster, this package is embarrassingly late, but did I mention how pretty you are? Thanks, Dave. We never actually went hunting for you, but here are a bunch of stuff that was lying around. Godspeed, love, Dave," from DeeDave. So again, thanks a lot, guys. I think the premise of it was that whoever won, they were gonna go video game hunting for you for the system that you wanted. Obviously, I said Super Nintendo and Atari, and it just didn't pan out. So I got sent on the PlayStation 3 WWE Legends of WrestleMania, on the Wii Active Life Extreme Challenge, and then I guess the gem of the bunch, PlayStation 2 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Smash Up. And this is actually a fun game. I've already played through it a bit, and you know, it's just, you know, it's nice to win. I got sent a prize from these guys, and you know, DeeDave have had a meteoric rise. Like, I won, like I said, like their 300 subscriber contest, and these guys are well over 5,000 subscribers now. Highly recommend the channel. If you haven't seen them, check them out. Their link will be down in the description too. And you know, I'm gonna keep the letter. Like, Peter D sent me something, you know, thanks Peter. I won stuff from Retro Revenge. I think their 300 subscriber contest, they sent me gumshoe. So this is the third time I've been sent something, and it's always really nice. I'm gonna keep this somewhere, you know, like, it might not seem like a big deal, but you know, they took the time, and it's handwritten, so that means more. Anyway, guys, that was my pickup video of stuff that just fell through the cracks that I forgot to share with you over the last couple of months. And you know, thanks for watching. If you saw something you like, if you got something funny to say, you know, hit that like button, you know, put something in the comments, and until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.